Imagine watching people cry over your coffin while you're standing only a few steps away. The sound of your mother's sobs, your best friend posting fake memories online, your wife whispering, "I'll never forget you," while holding another man's hand. That was the moment Daniel realized death isn't the most painful thing in life. It's discovering what people truly feel once you're gone. But how did it all happen? Let me take you back to the day before Daniel died. Once upon a time, there was a man called Daniel, a 36-year-old mechanic from a quiet town. He fixed cars by day and helped neighbors by night. If someone's generator stopped at midnight, Daniel would show up without being asked. But behind his smile hid exhaustion, bills unpaid, dreams postponed, and a wife who no longer looked at him the same. Clara had once loved his kindness. Now she called it weakness. Daniel noticed changes. Late-night texts, perfume that wasn't hers, sudden trips to see a friend. He convinced himself it was stress, until the night he came home early. He heard laughter from the bedroom. He opened the door, and time froze. Clara, Michael, his best friend. His voice trembled. "Why?" Clara whispered, "Because you stopped dreaming." He dropped his keys. That metallic echo was the sound of a heart breaking. Daniel drove into the rain, headlights slicing the darkness. Each drop on the windshield felt like God crying with him. "Maybe they'll miss me if I disappear," he muttered. Then, a curve, tires screeching, a crash, silence. By morning, rescuers found his crushed car near the riverbank. No body, only his wallet. Everyone assumed he drowned. But Daniel didn't die. An old fisherman pulled him out, unconscious but alive. He woke up days later in a small wooden hut. The fisherman said, "The river spared you. Start again." Daniel stared at his reflection in the cracked mirror. A swollen face, scars, but breathing. He realized he could start over. No one knew he was alive. He buried his old clothes, took the fisherman's extra jacket, and walked away. The world believed Daniel was dead. He decided to let it. Daniel moved to a neighboring village. He worked under a false name, David Gray. He fixed bicycles, told no one his story, and watched people talk about the late Daniel. Sometimes he'd hear them say, "He was a good man. Shame he died broke." He'd smile bitterly, alive, yet erased. Months turned into a year. Then one morning, he overheard travelers mention a memorial service back in town. His wife was celebrating his life. Daniel whispered, "Maybe I should attend, one last time." The church was full. Candles flickered. A giant photo of Daniel smiled from the altar. He stood at the back, hood over his head. No one recognized him. He watched his mother cry uncontrollably, and his heart ached to comfort her. But then his eyes met Clara, dressed in black, tears glistening, her hand entwined with Michael's. Daniel clenched his fists. So this was love. He listened as the priest spoke of loyalty and friendship, ironically naming Michael as Daniel's brother in spirit. Daniel almost laughed. He noticed people posting pictures beside his portrait, writing captions for likes. He thought, people don't mourn you, they perform you. Standing there, Daniel understood something life-changing. Death reveals truth. but you don't need to die to see it. If people only value you once you're gone, they never valued you at all. He took a deep breath, whispered goodbye. Then he turned away from his own funeral.
Daniel returned to the fisherman's hut one last time. He thanked the old man who had saved him. Then he built a small workshop by the river, teaching young boys how to repair engines and rebuild their lives. He found peace in silence. No name, no past, just purpose.
Daniel's story reminds us you don't need a coffin to start a new life. Sometimes losing everyone is how you find yourself. If this story touched your soul, please support this channel. Like, comment, and share so others can hear Daniel's truth. And don't forget to subscribe for more emotional, life-changing stories.